Today's episode is brought to you by Talkspace, an online therapy company that wants to help you anytime, anywhere. Also, brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box that delivers pop culture awesomeness to your door.
Crate salute.
We'll talk about more of that later, but first, let's get down to the podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Ghost and Crendor.
Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's up next Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
I don't. Hey, how you doing? What is that? What is that voice? What is that voice to you?
I don't know. It's kind of like a mix between Christopher Walken, like a deep Eastern European, and New York.
Yeah. Like if a guy named Christoph Walkman went to New York from somewhere in Latvia.
Christoph Walken Gorbachev.
Gorbachev.
My pizza slice, triangle slice. I eat very big fold. Eat triangle pizza, very good.
No. Triangle pizza is robbery. Square pizza, give whole pizza. Triangle pizza is only one half of square.
I'll fight you.
I'll fight you. Deep dish, number one pizza.
I'll fight you with pizza. Pizza at dawn.
I fight you with pizza at dawn.
Good, we meet. Pizza dawn.
Good, we eat pizza dawn.
Good, I eat proper way pizza, yes.
I show you proper way eat pizza.
That just reminds me of my surgeon. Took my gallbladder out.
What? He was like yelling at you for not eating pizza
He was
properly?
like a Eastern European 70-year-old man. He'd be like, you no eat fat, no pizza, no hamburger, nothing. Then when gallbladder out, you eat pizza, hamburger, anything. What do you want, eh? He was wrong. I can't eat everything, but I mean, you know.
I mean, I think maybe he meant you can eat anything, but just not everything.
Yeah, I get what he's saying, but you know.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
He was always like that. He'd just be like, "What are you doing? Why do you have thing? It doesn't make sense." So yeah, how's it going?
It's going great, actually. I today went out and like walked around and did a bunch of nothing. I know. Went and got, wait for it, a salad. There's a place that just opened up called Sweet Greens, and I got a Thai salad, and it was like pretty effing good. It was very nice.
Huh.
I ate that. Was like, ooh, this was a delightfully light lunch. That was nice. And then, yeah, I just been like being stupid and having a good chill. Although, today when I was driving out to go get lunch, this guy was like crossing the road with his girlfriend, and he was, your average beefy buff dude.
Right.
And he was crossing the street, got to the middle. Mind you, this is a street, right? He got to the middle of the street, and as I'm driving, I'm not going to slow down for his ass. What are you doing in the middle of the street, you dummy? I'm going to keep going, and then you can go after me.
Right.
There's no one behind me. I'm just going to keep driving. As I drive past him, going like 25 maybe, he like death glares me. And then as I drive past, he steps out in the street and like turns full body to me and like flexes like he's going to fight my car? Question mark? I was like, dude, you need to take it down about 12 levels. You are way too aggro. I don't know what I did to you, but you walked out in the middle of the street.
You want to fight your car.
Yeah, that guy was like, come back here with that car. He looked like he was ready to go. And I just shook my head like, God. Some people, man. Some people.
God bless him. Well, I mean, it also sounds like L.A.
That's accurate. I had a guy. Oh, man. I had a guy the other day. I was on the highway, and I was trying to get onto the highway, right?
Right.
And this guy would not get over. He was in the like oncoming ramp lane, and he would not get over. So I literally just sped up and went ahead of him, right? Mm-hmm. Because the dude would not give me room. I couldn't get through. And I didn't want to get... I've been pushed off of the highway before by a truck. Where, like, the guy was not moving. And I was like, what do you want me to do? I can't slam on the brakes. There's about 12 cars behind me, asshole. Yeah. So this guy, same situation, except he was in a car. So I was like, fine, at least I can speed up past this guy because there's a giant trailer to get past. So I just speed up past him, get in front of him. For the next mile and a half, or however long it took him to get off on his exit, he would drive in front of me, slam on his brakes, right? And I'd be like, okay, I'm just going to get over into the next lane then, crazy person. And they'd get over into that lane in front of me, slam on his brakes. And I was just like, yo, something's wrong with your head, man. And it ain't me. I ain't the problem here.
Those are like the crazy people, dude.
Yeah. And I was just like, it's your fault that I had to cut you off. You could have slowed down and let me go, but you didn't do that. And now you're mad at me? Oh, I hate that stuff. I hate when people get mad because they messed up, so they get mad and they like take it out on other people. And you're just like, what? No, why?
It's like
why are you
weird
doing this?
Self-defense thing. Like, you did that to me. That you made me mess up.
Yeah. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Speaking of stuff I hate, finally watched some more episodes of Are You the One? Can I tell you, I hate this season. I truly, genuinely hate this season.
I legit tried to watch another episode, and I couldn't make it through it. I was just like, I just don't like anybody. I have no reason to want to watch it. I just don't like this season either.
They're all before it was terrible people who were charismatic and fun to watch them be terrible. Mm-hmm. Now it's just terrible people who are terrible. So for example, that Zach kid, right? So he after messing with Bria and this girl Morgan the entire time, right? Mm-hmm. In a recent episode, he finally gets the chance to take Bria. First off, they haven't been with each other. He's been with this Morgan girl the entire time since he and Bria broke up. But he has the chance to go into the truth booth. He takes Bria along just to close it off, right? Just to make sure they aren't a match.
Right.
Then he falls back in love with her. They are so excited to go in the truth booth together. He completely ignores Morgan. He goes in the truth booth with Bria. They find they're not a match. Then he comes back out and goes back to Morgan like, hey, so are we still a thing? And she's like, what are you talking about? And then the worst part is then he literally convinces her that he's still into her. It's like, lady, he's been using this it's insane. It's insane. It's insane to me. There's the one guy who, I'm trying to think of his name. It's the guy who is like the comedy guy, the one like funny dude.
Oh, yeah, comedy dude.
He and this girl, Asia, have been like sleeping together this entire time, like sleeping next to each other, not like actually banging. But she's convinced he likes her, but he's too timid to do anything. And he's not like hooking up with any other girls. And she's like, I need to make a move. I need to tell him. We need to sit down and talk this out. So they have a conversation after one of the light ceremonies where he doesn't pick her. And she's like, what is going on with us? And she's like, I see you. You went on the first day and like got some from this other girl, but you are afraid to hook up with me? And I thought it was going to be something sweet. Like he was going to say, yeah, it's because I really like you. And I don't want to screw things up with you. And I want to take it slow because you're someone that I like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, I'm just not attracted to you. It was so harsh. The reason why I can sleep next to you is because I don't want to have sex with you. I just don't think you're attractive. I was like, whoa.
Jiminy Christmas.
Everyone in this house is awful. Everyone. There's not a good... one guy, Kwame, whatever his name was.
Oh, yeah.
2 episodes, he goes through this transformation of just like, yeah, I'm tough on the outside. They call me the beast because I'm so mad all the time. But like deep inside, I have a heart of gold. And this one girl starts to learn about it, right? Mm-hmm. Cut to later that episode where he's like, I'm going to bang this girl because you're the idiot who made her like all sweet and nice. And that lets me come in there and get some. I was just like, oh my God. They're all bad. They're all terrible people. Oh, yeah. The one guy who's not an asshole is this guy, Mo, who is the one who goes around the house cleaning up the house, taking care of everyone, and everyone treats him like shit. He got to go out on a date, and everyone's like, well, we're not going to pick Mo because, come on, no one likes Mo. I was just like, oh my God, he's the only sane one in the house.
That's why they don't like him. I
know. God almighty. It is terrible.
Yeah.
I guess last season had everything that it needed to be a great show. And this season, this is like if you go to a restaurant and you get something you love it so much, you're like, I'm going back there tomorrow. Yeah. You come back and it's not as good. Because maybe it was the chef, or maybe it was just the night, or maybe it was the way they cooked it. Like, whatever, it was perfect the way you had it before.
Yeah.
And then you went back and it wasn't nearly as good. And that's what this season is.
That's a good way to put it. I agree with that. It's like last season I had my 5-star meal. Now I go back and it's over buttered, oversaturated, and the chef came out and yelled at me.
Yes. Oh my God. Speaking of chef yelling. All right. Speaking of reality shows and chef yelling, I went back at, 1 a.m. one night because I saw it on a YouTube video.
Right.
I rewatched an entire episode of Kitchen Nightmares where he goes to Amy's Baking Company.
Oh, yeah.
I love that episode. I can watch that shit all the time. It is fascinating. Fascinating to watch the two of them.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't even care if it's like not real or if they're overhyping it. It's amazing television.
Yeah, it is great television.
It's so good. I went and watched Hotel Nightmares.
Which is like Kitchen Nightmares, except every once in a while he'll be like, "This bed is atrocious."
Yeah, it's literally Kitchen Nightmares, but he like occasionally be like, "The room's awful, bloody awful." And it's like, all right. And then he's like, "No, let me show you how to fix the kitchen." All right, so it's Kitchen Nightmares. But I don't mind because it's still Kitchen Nightmares. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Everything that he does is super, super faked. As we discussed with Hell's Kitchen, the other show, if you watch them back to back on next Netflix or whatever, the trailers for the next episode are just flat out lies. Mm-hmm. If you watch the trailers, it seems like someone dies in the next episode. Cut to the next episode, nothing happens.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, what? I thought this was going to be huge. But you forget week to week if you watch it like once a week, right? You forget what it was going to be. You just know you're hyped. But if you watch it back to back, they include the trailers. And the trailers are like, next time on Hell's Kitchen. And then the guy's like on fire, and the girl punches another girl, and there's like a chainsaw being used on a person. And then cut to the next episode, and everyone's fine. Nothing bad is happening. And you're like, wait, where'd they get that footage? Why don't they use that footage? What is going on? Oh, yeah.
Let's just go back, just watch the old classic Kitchen Nightmares of him in like the UK version.
Don't do that. Don't do that. He's nice. He actually cares about people. Many of the episodes he leaves being like, that was a delicious meal. And I'm so glad that these people are cooking in the UK. Oh, yeah. No, don't do that. He's a different person.
Well,
angry American Gordon Ramsay is the one you need.
Donkey.
You don't. By the way, I went to Gordon Ramsay's steak when I was in Vegas for Evo.
Oh.
That was tight. That was good.
I feel like most of his places are at least like good. They're like above average.
Yeah, it was super expensive. I don't know if I would justify the expense, but it was fun, and the drinks were good, and the food was pretty good. But it was one of those, like, the baked potato I literally just got a steak and a baked potato and a drink. And that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
And I think I got broccoli too. But that was like a simple meal, right?
Yeah.
It was great. It was super good. It's just one of those things where, you know what the best part was? The bread. They gave you bread at the beginning.
Oh, man.
And it was like little tiny, almost finger-sized breads, right? But each one was different, and there were a few of each. And, oh, my God, they were all good. They were all good.
I like that. I like bread.
Yeah. They were all like, I'm trying to think, one was like a swirly bread. It looked like it could have been a cinnamon roll, but it wasn't cinnamon. It was something sour in it. I don't remember what it was, but it was good. It was really good. I don't remember what it was.
Cinnamon sourdough.
Oh, speaking of, man, I'm all about, this is what happens when I eat a salad. All I can think about is things that aren't a salad now. Yesterday I was at the mall, and they opened up a new place. We have to go to the mall, by the way, just so I can show you this place.
Oh, no doubt.
It's a new place in the mall where it is freshly made in front of you churros. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And then they even have a thing where they can fill them for you, and you can put whatever you want inside the churros. It's dangerous. That's danger zone. That's the danger zone.
Anything like what?
And by anything I mean there were 3 fillings. By anything there were 3. It was strawberry, cream, and cinnamon filling, I think.
Oh shit.
Maybe it was caramel filling. I don't remember. But I didn't get any filling. I was like, I would like a churro that's freshly made, please. And like all of ours are freshly made. I was like, I got to watch them make it. It was great.
Mamma mia, I want a churro now.
I know. It was so good.
Oh, yeah, I went to Stan's Donuts. I know they got one in
Okay.
L.A.
They do.
And now there's like 20 of them in Chicago now. I don't know why there's more in Chicago than L.A., but I went to one. It was pretty good.
The last time oh man, now that I think about it, we should get that again. The last time I had a donut was when we did, I think Dodger or Sam or someone brought in donuts from the Hawaiian Bakery.
Ooh.
Oh my God. I don't know what they do to Hawaiian Bakery donuts, but those tasted like, they were almost like I don't want to say liquidy because that sounds gross, but they were softer than a normal donut.
Huh.
Oh, they were good. This is what happens. I go eat a salad, and now I'm like, you know what I could eat? A donut. Like a bunch of donuts.
It's, I don't know, I can't just eat, like, a salad. Like, I need other stuff. Like, side salad's good, but, like, I can't just eat a salad.
Well, my salad, I'm trying to think of what was in it. It was a Thai salad. So it had, like a Thai dressing, and it had cabbage, and it had corn and cucumber and carrot and something else. And then I got it because I am trying to be like a healthy dude. Instead of getting it with like meat stuff, I got it with a like really firm tofu. Yo, I love firm tofu.
Tofu's not as bad as people make it out to be, but it's got to have like a sauce on it or something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was fried tofu that was extra firm, so it like had the texture and consistency of like a meat, but it was good. And so I like the squishy tofus and all that crap. I can't eat. Just like I can't do. For me, food has to have a consistency that isn't like goop.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I'm not a
Jell-O
goop
and
fan.
yogurt push it for me. I eat them because I know that they're like liquidy stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's fine. But you are very aware that I put crunchy shit in my yogurt. Like I need
Yeah.
a crunch. I need a texture because things like oysters and stuff I cannot do. I just can't.
Yeah, I'm not
It
a
makes
big
me
oyster
so
person.
sick.
What about? Oh yeah, you know what I was watching? Is
Mm-hmm.
HGTV.
Of course you were.
I watch a
No,
lot
can
of
I
HGTV.
Can I tell you something I read the other day?
What?
Those shows on HGTV where it's like Love It or Listed or 5 Houses to Buy or whatever the
Right.
hell the shows are called. Apparently, this ruined everything for me. All those people own the house that they end up owning in the end.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
So I didn't even know that. So I guess when they go on the show and they're like, we have to find our house. Really, the house they end up getting at the end is the house they've owned all along. And all the other houses are like friends' houses or houses that are up for sale that they're like trying to show off to get
Yeah.
interest in the house. And it's all BS. I was like, what? It's
Yeah.
like when we found out Storage Wars was fake. I still don't care, mind you, but it's, it's
It
aggravating.
does take some of the magic away from it.
It does, yes.
But I mean, I don't mind on those shows because I just like seeing all the different houses and just being like, ooh, look at this house. And then if they're like, we picked this house, which is the one they already own, well, I'm like, well, you're dumb. You should move and go to the other house because it's better for you.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah, but we could just knock the wall down and just,
Like, no. Fresh start for all of you. Moving to the new house.
Oh my god! And then TLC, I swear to God, there's the coupon clipper people or whatever, but like now it's just it's just a bunch of shows with a bunch
Coupon
of kids.
clippers.
Like I went to their website. There's Outdaughtered, where it's like these people have like 8 daughters. Then there's Sweet Home Sextuplets. Then there's Counting On, where it's like that family of like 20 people. Their kids are now having kids. And it's just like, how many shows about having a bunch of kids can you have? And there's Unexpected, which is like this girl has a baby unexpected. So it's another show about kids. How many shows about kids can you have?
Well, I mean, considering what's on MTV when I sit there and watch Are You the One, I feel like Teen Mom OG and Young. There's a lot of Teen Mom 2, Teen Mom Young and Pregnant. There's so many Teen Mom shows that I just have to wonder, what is the main audience of TV now?
Yeah, I don't know. That's like with TLC. Like I just, I want to go back to the glory days of like the people that like, I have a problem, I drink gasoline, You're like, I'm eating the insides of a couch. Like I want to go back to those people.
I think we found all those people we could find, though.
There's got to be more.
Well, why don't we make that a show?
Well,
What would you call it? What would you call that show?
I'd call it crazy shit.
Crendor's crazy shit?
Yeah, Crendor's crazy shit.
Uh-huh. And what would give us the intro to the show? How would you start it? How would you explain what the show's about?
It'd be like a Ghost Adventures start where they're just like, this is me, Crendor, and I've gone all around the world finding some crazy shit. Today, I found somebody that does some crazy shit. His name is John Adams, and this is what John does. And then it'd be like, hey, I'm John Adams, and I like to eat tape. And I would just show him with a bunch of tape in his house. And he'd have like tape dispensers. He'd keep like pulling it out and eating it. And he's like, and once you start, you just can't stop.
But does crazy shit involve anything besides people eating weird stuff?
That might be season 2.
Oh, okay. So really crazy shit is the description of what happens after they eat the stuff.
I mean, yeah.
All right, yeah. So, all right, sure. I just feel like crazy shit can encompass anything. Like, this is a sculpture of Gandhi made out of cheese.
Well, yeah, but that's a different season, like I said. So, like, a second season, maybe it'd be like weird statues all over. Third season, maybe we'll find like rituals people do, like the crazy rituals people do. Like every day, I go to my donut shop. I ask for 1 black coffee and I tip $1. Then I go and buy 1 bagel at the closest bagel store and I place it on the sidewalk.
That's you know what? I know you're trying to describe something crazy, but that definitely sounds like something you do. That sounds like your morning. You go to one coffee place just to get the coffee. You go to a bagel place just to get the bagel, and then you put it all on the floor.
That's how you fight off the demons.
Yeah, of course. The demons inside your head. That's how you fight them all.
The demons, George.
Speaking of George, have you listened to George Norrie in a while?
Yes.
When
That's
was
how I fall asleep still.
Man, I haven't listened to Coast to Coast in forever. I never like, every time I go to bed, it's either right when they're on a 12-hour commercial block or right when the show's ended. And I'm like, well, okay. And I just turn it off. I haven't listened in forever.
I have their podcast thing, so I was just start it from the start. And then they cut out the commercials.
Anything good recently?
Well, the thing is, I always listen. I need to start listening to the crazy callers again. Because I've just listened to like the starts of the episodes where then they're like, I'm George Norrie, and here's what's on tap for today. And they're just
so basically you fall asleep before it gets through the news where it's like,
yeah.
Today the government unleashed DARPA on the citizens of Japan, causing all of them to fart. In other news, and you're like, wait, what? George, wait, what?
He's like, all right, let's check in with these people. And then he's like, let's check in with the Democrat. And they're like, I hate Republicans. Like, let's check in with the Republican. He's like, I hate Democrats. He's like, let's check in with the Sky Master. And he's like, there's stars up there, George. And he's like, I love those stars. And then he's like, let's check in with our foreign policy man. And he's like, I think there might be a Korean War tomorrow. And he's like, all right, that sounds scary. He's been saying that for like a year and a half. It's like, tomorrow, I know it's the day we're going to war. It's like, all right. And then it's like, well, now we're bringing on our guest who predicts the dates calendars will co-align with space dust.
You mean like, my favorite guest, the numbers lady?
Yeah.
The numbers lady.
There's this earthquake lady. And he'll just be like, there's an earthquake over here. And she's like, George, what have I been saying? What have I been saying? I said it months ago, and I said the earthquake's gonna hit. It's a 7.2 to an 8.8. What was it? It was an 8.1. You just get it. And he's like, wow, she's just that good.
I miss Art Bell. Art Bell would have like given these people shit, but instead George just constantly gives in to them. Like someone could be like, George, I predict there's gonna be an earthquake somewhere on the Pacific Rim. And it's going to be devastating. It's going to be devastating, George. Devastating. And then cut to a few months later. I told you, George. I called it. And you're just like, of course you did. Because we all knew that was going to happen. Because that's how it works.
I know. Oh, my God. And on the weekends, they'll always have, like, guest people. And they had Richard Sereth doing the one. And he was like, I'm sorry to the man that emailed me. He was yelling at me because I said a caller was west of the Rockies when the caller was east of the Rockies. It's like, so sorry to you, email person. I was like, oh my God.
I would love to know the emails that they get. Because, so for people who aren't aware, I do a show with my friend Alex and Mathis, who it's called Chilluminati, and it is a podcast that's about paranormal stuff. And all I do the entire time is poo-poo it, and I'm like, this is not true, that's not real. But they genuinely believe in some of it, and so we get emails all the time as well.
Right.
And if those emails are anything like what George gets, some people be crazy. Like, genuinely crazy. I've gotten some emails that I'm just like, wait, what? What do you think?
Like conspiracies things?
Oh, not just conspiracy, but things that are super insane. I don't want to mention them because I feel like that person probably is listening and they're going to write me another crazy letter, but I'll definitely tell you off the air. Like, it is specific and weird, and it involves in like plants, and you're just like, wait, what? Yeah.
Listen,
it's bizarre.
All I know is, like, with my gallbladder, before I even got it out, someone's like, have you tried, like, olive oil therapy? And I was like, no. And I'm not going to try olive oil therapy.
I will not try olive oil therapy.
I'm not going to try your olive oil therapy, all right? They're just like, it worked for my aunt. Like, I don't believe you. I really don't.
I don't believe you or your aunt or the olive oil.
I'm telling you, man, just like bathe in olive oil and drink 4 shots a day. It's like the best thing you can do.
I want to let you know right now, if you showed up at my apartment thinking of olive oil, I would not welcome you. I'd be like, you need to find another place to stay.
You don't understand. You haven't even tried it.
I would love for you to get pulled over by the cops and they're like, is that olive oil on your breath, sir?
Feel how smooth my skin is.
I would, for the sake of a goof, take a bath in olive oil just to see what that was like.
Yeah, I'd probably try it.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine all of me would be gross afterwards. Like, so what are the rules? Do you bathe in it and then you get out and then dry yourself off, or do you wash?
I don't know.
Also, wouldn't you be greasy and all pimply? I don't know the rules.
I feel like that would probably clog your pores.
The last thing I need is pimples not on my, like, I don't want, like, a pimple on my butt or, like, a pimple on the back of my knee or some awful shit. Like, I don't want that. That'd be terrible.
Shit, dude.
All right, well, I guess this is a good time as any to talk about Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box filled with all sorts of geeky goodness coming from the worlds of comics and movies and video games. Everything to make your little nerd heart happy. I have been a member of Loot Crate since the very, very, very beginning. I'm member number 23, y'all. Or am I 26? Where's my card? I can't make false claims. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
My wallet is across the room and I'm too lazy to go get it. Okay, well, it's one of those two numbers. This month it is Cursed Items. So it's Attack on Titan, an American Horror Story, Gremlins themed stuff, Evil Dead 2, all sorts of fun things. And you get it shipped directly to your home. 30 million crates have been sold. People love these things.
Ay.
There is always going to be something for everyone in each Loot Crate. You're guaranteed a t-shirt and at least $50 of value across the board inside the box. For less than $20 a month, you can't lose. Loot Crate offers 16 other insane crates as well. And they have like a giant mega ultra crate too, if that's like your jam.
Mega crate.
This crate, like every other one, is limited. So you gotta subscribe now if you want to get it.
Get the best surprises each month from the largest geek and gaming subscription company. Geek out in style with Loot Crate. And if you subscribe now by going to lootcrate.com/Cox, enter the code COX and save an exclusive 15% off your subscription. That's 15% off your subscription.
That is the most exciting Crendor has ever been.
No, it's pretty close.
Lootcrate.com/Cox. Enter code Cox to save that 15%. Also, this week, we're brought to you by Talkspace. Talkspace is sponsoring this show, and I think it's awesome that they are. It is an online therapy company that lets you talk about what's going on in your life with a therapist anywhere, anytime. All you need is a computer with an internet connection or the mobile app. That means you can improve your mental health, even if you had trouble making time for it in the past. And that is so key, y'all. Get right with yourself. That's what I'm saying.
I need to do some of that.
I do too. This is I'm looking at this like I need to get on this right now, because one of the biggest things people always say, besides the fact that they have this issue where they think like, I don't need help, I'm good, I don't need to talk to nobody.
Oh, we all need help.
A huge thing is people can't imagine fitting time to talk with a therapist into their life, right? They just they're like, I got stuff to do, I'm busy, I got things to do, I don't have time to talk to someone. How am I supposed to do that? This is a great way to do that. You can fit it into your life. You can put it right on your phone and get stuff off your chest whenever you need to. And you don't need to set appointments or like, well, every Thursday for an hour I gotta go. No, like you can do this on your own time. You can chat about life. You can chat about your relationships, your commute home. You can just talk with someone who is there to listen to you and to help you sort of work through your stuff. Which again, I know everyone's like, well, I got friends for that. You don't want to dump all this stuff on your friends because they got their own problems too.
Yeah, and therapists, they typically know how to like handle it better than your friend Jimmy, who's just like, shit, dude, that's crazy.
Right? They actually give you reasonable answers and responses. Like everyone assumes therapy is like, I'm remembering my childhood now. I remember. It's not that at all.
Laying down on the brown couch being like, so I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's not the therapy you saw in an episode of Law and Order. It's not that. It's everyday strategies to help you manage your stress and make you have a happier life. Having a therapist provides you with a person to talk to who's there to listen and is trained to help make you create positive change in your life. It's that simple and that awesome, and you definitely should jump on this. Talkspace has 2,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing the changes and problems in your life. Whatever challenge you have, they're there for you. To match with the perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of a traditional therapy session, go to Talkspace.com/Cox and use Cox to get $45 off your first month and show your support for this show. That's Cox, C-O-X, Talkspace.com/Cox.
Talkspace.com/Cox.
All right, Crendor. Well, let's go to Chopper Number 7 in the sky. Crendor, how's that traffic? I said your name so many times. How's that traffic out there?
Hey, thanks, Cox. Up here in the Crendor copter, I'm going to be talking back to you in the studio. How you doing, Cox? It's me, Crendor. That's our show, Cox and Crendor. So many names, so many... What am I doing? I don't know. I'm up in the sky looking down at the roads, and they're looking pretty all right. If you're going to be taking the 84, I'd suggest taking the 82 instead. A little bit of a slight right onto that ramp. It's going to be a rough one. Also, looks like there's an accident on the 62. It appears the Miami Dolphins have started playing football in the middle of the road. Somebody tell those guys they're supposed to be on the football field or in the water. I don't know why I said that. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. I don't know why you said that either. Let's go over to Crendor at the weather desk. Crendor, how's the weather?
Hey, we got weather happening in the world.
That's true. All the time, in fact. It does not stop.
All right, let's see. We got some. Let me search. Let me just
You're
search.
making your own sound effects.
Weather. Let me search. Let me search the weather. Okay, there we go. 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2. Glasgow.
Scotland?
Kentucky.
Oh.
Glasgow, Kentucky. Hey, it's 67 degrees there. It's clear. It feels like 67 as well. That's pretty nice. And the low is 63. We got some low cloudy skies, but tomorrow it's going to rain. 81 degrees. Then Monday night it's going to rain a little as well. 66 degrees. Tuesday 80 with rain. Tuesday night 65. It's starting to get cooler out there. We got fall coming in. That's the weather.
All right. All right. What is going on in sports?
Sports. Oof. We had big football stuff today. Big football stuff. Cleveland Browns almost won another game, but they lost.
No, they
in
lost.
overtime.
I like how you spun it though. You spun it very well.
Yeah. Packers won. Thank God. The Seahawks beat the Cardinals. The Jaguars beat the Jets. The Texans beat the Colts in a very ugly game. I watched the end of that. Dallas beat Detroit. The Bears destroyed Tampa Bay. Cincinnati won at the last second against Atlanta. Tennessee beat the Eagles in overtime. New England killed Miami. And the Saints beat the Giants. Chargers beat the 49ers. It's LA's second-tier team that should still be San Diego.
Damn.
Dude, don't look now. The Eagles are 2-2. They were last year's Super Bowl champion team, and they're looking just pretty mediocre.
While we're talking about sports scores, let's ignore the fact that the Baltimore Ravens beating up on the Steelers 14-3 at the moment.
Yeah, that's a 14-3.
That is.
Oh wait, it says 14-5 on NFL.com.
Oh my God, they got two? Was it a safety?
No, I think the NFL.com guy just messed it up. 'Cause when you click on the actual thing, it says 14-3.
He's like, I'm gonna give him two. And the hell with it, they need it.
Yeah, so it's unless they actually just did get 5 and it's just messed up. I'm pretty sure it's just messed up.
But their next game is Falcons, and the game after that it's the Bengals. If they lose both those games, I'm out. I'm gonna go become a fan of the Giants. I don't know, some of their team.
You're not gonna be happy with the Giants. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Okay.
And baseball about to start the playoffs, so now baseball actually matters.
Yeah, finally.
Cubs and Brewers play a game to win the division, and then the Rockies and the Dodgers play a game to see who wins the division, and then whoever wins the division gets to go to the playoff first round, and then the loser has to play in the wild card game to see if they can go to the playoffs. And that's sports.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
All right. So, remember last week
Oh, boy.
when we talked about the woman who killed an alligator, but we couldn't find the story?
Right.
There are now many stories about the woman with the alligator. And I feel like we have to revisit it.
We owe it to the people. The people want this story.
Yeah. Texas great-grandmother shoots 12-foot gator as revenge for killing mini horse.
Okay. It's still funny. Can I ask you a question?
Right. Yes.
I know this is going to say a lot about me and my assumptions about Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But when it says Texas great-grandmother, in my mind, I want to believe she's like, I don't know, 75.
Right.
But I feel like she's a 50.
Yeah. I think she might be looking like 60s.
All right. I guess that makes sense. I guess that's possible.
Yeah.
I just, every time I make assumptions about the South, when someone's like, my great-grandmother, and they're like, she's 55, I was like, yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. She looks like late 60s from what I'm seeing.
All right. Then she seems like a badass then. All right, continue. I'm not saying that you can't be a badass at 55. I'm just saying like if you're 60-something and you kill a gator, that's even more badass.
Yeah. Judy B. Cochran, the mayor of Livingston. Wait, she's the mayor?
Yeah, she is.
Oh my God. Got her revenge on a 12-foot, 580-pound alligator. She believes ate one of her miniature horses years ago when she killed it on Sunday. Years ago? He's just been lurking around.
Has she been hunting this gator for years? Oh my God, this story gets so good. Okay.
She's 68. I called it.
You did call it.
Called it right on. The gator was large enough it could have eaten the mini horse, and the other gators are much smaller, she told NBC News. The horse just came up missing, and it was in the same pasture where the gator had been. To say for sure it's the same gator, I can't say for sure, but I highly suspect. The gator was caught after being hooked by using raccoon roadkill as bait. Then, while the gator was roped and on the line, Cochran fired a single shot into his head, killing it. Cochran Damn, one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow this opportunity.
To blow his brains out. Is
Cochran, who became a great-grandmother on Friday, said she met all the requirements for hunting the alligator and that the reptile is in season, as reported by the Houston Chronicle.
Time out. She met all the requirements? Instead of hunting him, has she been training for years in order to hunt this gator?
I feel like she has.
Have we missed out on the training montage of her, like, cut off, oh no! She's like running down the street, shooting things, learning how to shoot. Oh man, we missed out.
But an animal rights group compared the shooting of the gator to shooting fish in a barrel. We may not understand gators the way we do animals we're more familiar with, but we know that they're expert navigators, clever hunters, and fiercely protective parents who must most importantly feel the same fear and pain that we do. Shame on the mare for her cruel and cowardly act. Cochran said she ignored the negative comments, adding that because of the gator's size, it had become aggressive and would have been a nuisance to another person had it been relocated. It's part of wildlife management. It's not just willy-nilly we decide to go down and kill a gator for the heck of it, she said.
I don't know. This is based on revenge. I feel like this would be like if I shot a man and I was like, hold on. I didn't like shoot him because I wanted to shoot him. It was population management. She wanted to kill this gator.
Well, I feel like she has somewhat of a point, but it's still like clearly a revenge story. Like she didn't just go out like, there's just too many gators getting close to my house. She was just like, this is the gator that did it.
Yeah, hold on. How long has she been mayor? Can I propose another theory? She ran for mayor on a platform of killing this gator.
She's got my vote.
Our town isn't safe because 5 years ago, my prize-winning miniature pony was killed by a gator, and our mayor did nothing. Vote for me, and I'll get all them gators, all of them.
Cochran said she comes from a family of hunters, and they will use all parts of the animal. We'll eat the meat,
won't.
And if we don't eat all of it, we'll donate it. Donate the meat?
Who the fuck? Who wants donated gator meat?
Gator jerky.
Who are they donating it to? I need answers. Who are they? Oh my God. All right, sure.
We'll have the hide tanned and boots made out of it. And although this gator was her first, it's not the first massive gator killed by her family. Cochran said her grandson, Simon Hughes, killed an even bigger gator in the same pond in 2009 when he was just 5 years old. Nope. Simon's gator was 7 inches longer than the one his grandma nabbed, but she said her grandchildren still think her kill is respectable. They don't mess with Nana, she said.
Damn right they don't. Damn right. Damn right they don't.
Damn. She almost got outbeat by a 5-year-old.
Yeah, sure. Holy shit.
I can't even picture a 5-year-old shooting a gator. It's like we're hitting the point where like they're ruining gator. They're ruining Monkey Mondays, and now they're ruining alligator.
No. All right, well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching or whatever doing around the world. But Crendor, hit him with the socials.
SoundCloud.com/Cox and Crendor. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast if you'd rather listen to it on YouTube. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor if you want to watch animations of us on the internet. YouTube.com/Jessica Cox. Twitter.com/Jessica Cox. YouTube.com/Crendor. Twitter.com/Crendor. Twitch.tv/Jessica Cox. Twitch.tv/Crendor. Just Google stuff.
There you go. Just Google stuff. Well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and all that jazz. And as always, to be continued.